Moving on now to some further questions that have been raised, and I'd like to thank, and apologies for the pronunciation, Mateurs Winter, who sent two questions to us. Thank you for your questions. The first of those is, do Muslims hate Jews? Very short question, and I hope an equally short answer.
Well, belonging to a sect who has a motto, love for all, hatred for none, as the motto is for the Jamaat Ahmadiyya, this is certainly not correct that we hate Jews. Historically, if we look at the time of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, there were Jewish tribes that were living in Medina at the time that he migrated to Medina. And we know that when the Prophet ﷺ had migrated there was no hatred as such from the Muslims towards the Jews. And in fact, they used to come to him sometimes to have their disputes arbitrated by the Holy Prophet ﷺ. So in that respect, historically, we know that there has been no enmity of the Muslims towards the Jews. But if you look at it from a political angle, then you may see a different picture. So that is a political scenario and not a spiritual or a religious scenario. So Muslims do not, in fact, hate Jews in that respect.
Going back to the point which Dr. Saab raised, very valid point, that in Medina life, we see that there was close contact between the Holy Prophet ﷺ and his followers and the Jewish people tribes who were there. I think we can also bring to our minds the Pact of Medina that was settled between the Jewish people and the other local residents and the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and they were both the parties of the same agreement. So that clearly speaks that very good terms were there. And moreover, Islam being a global religion, how can it come out with a teaching of hating a whole nation? I mean, not like that. If any nation, or I would say even a Muslim, somebody is doing something bad, we have the right to dislike those people or to say, well, why are you doing this, and that is not right. So hating something bad is different, but hating a nation altogether, that is totally a different thing. As Dr. pointed out, in the political context, I mean, people may have different views. That's a different thing. But Islamic spirit of Islamic teaching, that does not allow that a whole nation should be condemned for simply because of the difference of the religion. Islam being a global message, it has to be conveyed to the people. So we have to meet everyone, we have to talk to everyone. Rather, we should try to get this message, go to all the people, wherever we are able to approach them and wherever we can convey the message. So that point should be kept in mind.
It reflects what Dr. was saying in the beginning, of our motto of love for all, hatred for none. Jazakallah.